it's not me, it's you. What you're turning into is some kind of something that I never knew. You used to be okay, and I like you that way, but I don't think that I like you better. No, I don't think that I like you better.
Hey everybody, John Festmeyer here, 3D modeling MFA candidate at Academy of Art University, working on my thesis entitled Bodacious Creed, which just happens to be the name of this this vlog. Hey, what do you know? So anyway, if you don't know what all this is about, go ahead and watch. You can go ahead and watch previous videos. My thesis is a blend of steampunk, Old West, and horror, so, you know, get you up to speed a little bit. Anyway, here's my main character, and although it's a modeling thesis, this semester I'm taking my last elective class, and that is Introduction to Rigging. Decided to take that because, although I'm a modeler, it's nice to know what's going to happen further down in the pipeline when you're working. So whether I'm working in a game studio or a movie studio, you know, my step is creating the models, and then it goes to texturing and rigging, which is what I'm doing now, and animation. And if you know what's coming later, you have a better understanding of what you need to do to get things ready for later down the pipeline. So, I'm seeing little funny things here in my rig. I don't know what's going on with them, but I will fix it. Anyway, meanwhile, one thing I'm working on right here is the rig's coming along. It's been skinned. If I can see, I can open the jaw now even. I'm gonna do something quick right here. It's not doing what I want it to do, and I don't know why. With what I'm doing, it should select the entire edge loop. Since it's not doing that, I'm going to do this to, not edge ring, that's something different, to edge loop. Okay. I don't actually need it to go all the way through the ear. Select the other side as well. Though, to edge loop. Okay. And then what I'll do is come over to the side, bring that back up, and delete down to about there. Okay, now I actually need the vertices, so 2 vertices. Okay, and as you can see here, the mouth is open, but this line is going pretty high up on the mouth. I want it to look smoother, so I'm going to make it go a little bit lower. I'm going to do it with the others too, but I'll just show this one here. So what I'm going to do is go into modify. There are a couple different ways to work on the way that a mesh deforms when under the influence of a skeleton. One is painting weights, and another is doing the weights manually like this. I prefer this method. Okay, so let's go. Okay. So most of these are weighted to the head root right now. I'm going to go ahead and weight all of them to the head root, see how that looks. Oh, there we go. That brought that up better. For some reason, I'm not sure what those are weighted to, maybe to the jaw. And they do need to be weighted to the jaw, but not completely. So let me go over to Creed, jaw root. Alright. Needs to be more weighted to the head, so it's higher. That's the top one, so I'm going to make this 0.25. There we go. And these weights add up to 1, so that's basically 100%. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, that's okay. Other modelers and riggers do. But in any case, you can see what that did. That made it a little bit smoother. And I've got a bunch more to do to fix. Little, things are pinching there, which they shouldn't be. And But that's not what I'm going to show in this. I just want to show that part real quick, since that's what I'm working on, and just kind of show that this is coming along pretty well. So I'm going to save this. And the other thing I've been working on is the other main character, Anna Lynn Boyd, looking up a lot of Old West clothing references to work on her clothes. And it took me a while to get the work done. It's one of those cases where I know what I need to do, and I figure, okay, well, I'll try this way to do it. So, for example, with her blouse, I wanted her to have, the blouse and also a bodice or corset on top of that. So initially, in ZBrush, 3D sculpting program I use, I sculpted the bodice. But it was actually part of the same model as the blouse. And I started to texture that, and it just did not look right. I'm sure it can be done, but I didn't like how it looked. So I thought, it would make more sense to have the bodice be a separate object. So I modeled the bodice, and then it took a while to get the texturing to work correctly. But then so I had several techniques I did to texture it. Finally got that working, and now it's looking good. And so basically it took like a week just to get that part done. But now that I know how to do that, the rest of the work should go faster. It's, just part of the whole learning process and figuring out my own techniques and such. So I'm going to go ahead and show a turntable that shows her full body, and then her bodice, and then her bodice and her skirt together. And that's how I'm going to end this video.